It's also starting to rain, so hey, when a honey wagon's got to be emptied, it's got to be emptied. Rain or shine. Willow. So here we are back on a different day. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the journey. So we're going to show you just a little bit of the day in the life of what we do around here. And I'm putting Lil Mac to work. So let's go. All right. So thanks to our community, we were actually able to get some new tires for the water buffalo. And I was able to get a jack that we got up here in the front. So now I saved my back. I don't have to pick this up. Gladys doesn't have to smash her hands. We don't have to use the farm jack. And over here on Lil Mac, I got us a ball installed. So now I can actually haul this trailer utilizing the tractor instead of Binky Boy or Jeep. But coming back over here, got the old honey wagon. So let me get this set up because I need to dump. So we have two dump stations. We have one here, which is labeled wrong because gray tank is on the right, black tank is on the left. But I need to dump this side, and then I will double check, but I'm pretty sure this one back here is good to go. But this is our dump station number 2, and then these handles are top and bottom, but then our labels are left and right. And still kind of backwards because the gray tank comes from the left, the black tank comes from the right. So yeah, they still labeled it wrong. And I only got the one hose here by the RV because the other hose is over by the dump station, which you'll see once we get over there. So I need to disconnect here and move it to the front one. You see how this affects my back. I wasn't really able to do it. Now I need to get the tank. I need to move it to over this area because this runs downhill the way that the hose is going. But one of the reasons why I wanted to use Lil Mac is because the tractor can get back here. That way I don't have to pick this up to put it onto the Jeep. And don't forget to open up your vent. And if you'd like to pick you up one of these Camco Rhino holding tanks, we will have that link down in our description. It goes over to our Amazon affiliate and it just puts a little bit of pennies back in our pocket, and it's greatly appreciated. So, all right, let's let the magic happen. we go. So that tank is emptied, and I actually utilized part of the gray water to finish rinsing out the hose, because that's what you're supposed to do. And I got that thing tip top full. So normally from here is when I would have to pick this up by hand and then drag it basically all the way out here, and then I would have to connect it basically to the Jeep out here in front of the water buffalo. But like I said, we're trying to save our backs a little bit. Now that we got Lil Mac with the ball, I'm gonna back the tractor up in there, and yeah, let's get it done. All right, old Mac started up. It's also starting to rain, so hey, when a honey wagon's got to be emptied, it's got to be emptied, rain or shine. So let's go. All right, gotta make sure the vent's closed. To make this easier in the future, I need to take these off. That was a chore. Lil Mac got us over here just fine. It's a nice bumpy road, but this mother hose, already have it set up to our dump station. If you guys haven't seen the video to that, I'll link it up here in the corner, and you can also check it out at the end of the video. But come over here, get off me. Yep, it's not fun, but at this point I go ahead and I open up my valve first, let it start draining, then I open up my vent, so it's already starting to suck in as I'm opening it, that way nothing squirts up at me. But it's draining out. I like having these clear elbows that you can see whenever it's draining, and this is downhill, so that's why we parked the tank up there. It's actually coming downhill to the tank. It's about where this elbow sits level wise is pretty close to where that is connected there, so but it's doing good. And normally, because whenever it's on a Jeep, it sits up a lot higher. So I normally always have to take it off the Jeep, but as it's sitting here on the tractor, I'm not gonna have to worry about that, which I can even see my PTO is turned on. There we go. But doing good. Then once it stops basically draining on its own, come over here and I grab the hose. Well, close it, open it, and then I walk it. Get all that gunk out of there. And then Put the hose back over here. And I can tell I got some type of critter living in there because I've already covered that hole up twice now. I come put the cap back on, put the vent back on, and go dump the other tank. And that's dumping all of our black tanks and gray tanks, which a lot of times if we need to dump just the gray tank alone, we just dump that straight to the ground, let it do what it do, right? The worms love it. I mean, we got some big old fat worms living behind the RV, and they love that gray water. But next up on the agenda is the water buffalo, because yeah, we still don't have a well up here at the front part of the property. But one of the things that we are actually working towards is getting the RV to the other side of the property. So hopefully before this winter comes, we can do that, because we already have the well on that side of the property. We already have the septic on that side of the property. That way we will not have to worry about hauling water or hauling the honey wagon to go dump any of that stuff. Everything will just be in place, and we just do what we need to do. But before that can happen, we do need quite a bit of work that needs to be done onto the driveway. Are we going to be able to do it, all of that work by ourselves? I don't know. I know Mom and Dad is coming here pretty soon. They'll be here for a few weeks and then go back to Texas for a little bit, and then back. The next time they come back should be for good, but we'll see. I know we still got to get started on our cabin, but that's a video for a different day. Right now, let's go get this tank filled up. Oh my goodness gracious. Of course, anytime you do something for the first time, it's going to take a little bit of finagling. As you see, I got it done. I had to remove the 3-point system, but yeah, and this has like a little bungee holding that. Oh yeah, I might need to move that to where it's all the way back to there. That way, whenever I tilt it, it will allow it to go that way and lock into place. So, lessons learned. All right, let's go fill this thing up. So made it over here by the well, and this is actually where we're looking to put the RV, hopefully before this winter, because we can come basically pulling in straight down the driveway to where the front of the door would be on that side. So it basically would just be pulling straight in, but both these stumps need to be removed, and then we would just have it parked basically right here. So the well obviously would be within reach, and then the dump station would be within reach, plus all the dumps would be on this side. So I would have be able to run basically the hose from this side of the trailer going downhill to the septic. So yeah, this is our goal, to try to get the RV over here for the winter time and build a cabin and finish the bridge and do a bunch of other things. Yeah, it's a lot to do, and it's just you and one other person, and then whenever you hurt yourself, it kind of puts you behind schedule. So it is what it is. We're continuing on. But yeah, if we make our goal, we make our goal, and we definitely appreciate all the support that we've had thus far. So, all right, let's fill up this water tank. Go in your hole. Wedged in there and it doesn't want to come out. Hopefully. All right. So we don't keep this pressurized anymore. Basically what we do is we just come over. Normally this is already plugged in, but we had it unplugged because I was using the extension cord. Get that plugged in. A little twist lock. Turn on our power. Turn on our battery. Turn on our fuel. Have a little spider jump out at me. Hello, little spider. Sometimes it wants to start electrically, sometimes it don't. So if you guys actually have this generator or know why it always wants to do this, it's like it's not getting, and the battery is good. It will start from the battery, from the starter. It just, for whatever reason, it doesn't want to start. Normally I can get it to start by now. Because I know over here, right, it has the remote start. You hold down a button, reset indicator, and then there's storage here for the keychain, which I just keep it with the tractor because I know I was going to be using the tractor. So we can see if it'll start this way. Nope. So it's something inside that relay or whatever that sends the signal either from here or from that switch is not wanting to work. It's been doing that for about the last month, so I don't know. But that's the other thing, right? Kind of killing my back was doing it the old-fashioned way. All right, let me set y'all down. Needed 2 hands. All right, now that that's started, it automatically turns on the pump. Turn on our valve. Got water coming. And normally I can look here to see like how much sediment we're getting into the tank. You can kind of see this is all that little black sediment, which is why we really want to get the filter here to start filtering the water before it comes into the tank. But once this is sitting over by the RV, all that stuff settles to the bottom and we get fairly clean water. Because this pump, it has that little, it's a 50 mesh, right? So that filters out anything big, does a good job. And then we have the other filter that's specific for RVs that filters out the rest. So, but we would really like to pre-filter this one day, and we still got to build a building around that before winter time. But there you go, that's what we do. This is about every 3 days that we fill this up, depending. So that's for 4 people. Once mom and dad are here, well, we'll probably start filling this up either every day or every other day, because we also try to do at least 1 load of laundry per day. And then, yeah. So with adding 2 more adults showering, using a restroom, we'll probably have to fill it every other day. And then the black tanks, we normally dump those about twice a week, give or take, because we have the smaller, it's only a 24 gallon, the Camco Rhino portable sewage tank. So, like I said, that if you want to get one of those, that link is down in the description. It just helps us out, gives us a few pennies back in our pocket. We greatly appreciate it. It's a great product. We just wish we had the bigger one. That's all. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and continue letting this fill. Definitely appreciate you guys for following the journey. A day in the life. Things that we gotta do around here just for the basic necessities. And without our community, we wouldn't be able to get our water. So we definitely appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Continuing to help us grow, help us thrive. And it'll get easier, but before it gets easier, sometimes you gotta do it the hard way. All right, y'all, we definitely greatly appreciate you. Last but not least, remember, always think of Veteran Day every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day, and we'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all. If you're still here, we're just wrapping up the video, and it's about to pour cats and dogs, let me tell you.